Welcome to Chromatic Scales Lesson 3. There are only 4 contrary motion chromatic scales, which are entirely symmetrical, where one hand mirrors the other exactly as they move out and moving in. And they are all basically extended versions of the one on the Trinity College Grade 1 syllabus. I ought to confess here a minor fib. When I said I liked to play chromatic scales accented in groups of 6 because I liked to imagine a waltz rhythm, it wasn't the entire truth. There is an even better reason. Playing contrary motion chromatic scales in groups of 6 quavers allows the student an easy way of checking that they are getting it right. To take the example of the contrary motion chromatic scale on D, playing in groups of 6 will bring out the notes D and A flat, as I'll demonstrate now. D, A flat, D, A flat, D, A flat, D, A flat, D. So if you aren't playing D in both hands at the same time, or A flat in this scale's case, you can be sure you've made a mistake. Here is the 1 octave scale as it is written on the material available on the website. And here it is played over 2 octaves. To play a contrary motion scale of D chromatic, start with your thumbs on D, 3 blacks, pincers, 3 and 3, and at that point you should be playing A flats together, carrying on, and 3 pincers, 3, and playing D's together, 3 pincers, 3 and 3, A flats together, carrying on, and 3 pincers, 3, thumbs on D, working back inwards, 3s, pincers, remembering that it's 2-1, not 1-2, 3-1-3, there's your A flats again, and 3 pincers, 3 thumbs on D, carrying onwards, 3 pincers, 3 and 3, there's your 3s on A flat again, and 3 pincers, 3, 1. And now without pausing on the D's and the A flats, thumb, 3 pincers, 3 and 3 and 3, pincers, 3 and 3, pincers, 3 and 3, and 3 pincers, 3 thumbs, 3 pincers, 3 and 3, and 3 pincers, 3 and 3, pincers, 3 and 3, and 3 pincers, 3 thumbs. Here is the 1 octave scale on A flat, as it is written, and then played over 2 octaves. To play the contrary motion scale of A flat chromatic, begin with 3s on A, 3 and 3, pincers, 3 and, spot that that is D in both hands, carry on, and pincers 3 and 3s, A flat together and go on, and 3 pincers 3, and there's D's together, carry on, 3 pincers 3 and 3, out to A flat and back the way we came, and 3 pincers, remember 2 1 not 1 2, 3 and 3 pincers, 3 and 3, A flat, and 3 pincers 3, and there's D, 3 pincers 3 and 3, and once more. Having mastered the scales on D and A flat, we turn to the chromatic contrary motion scales, beginning with C and E a third apart, C in the left hand and E in the right hand. Here it is as written over 1 octave and then played over 2 octaves. To play the contrary motion chromatic scale beginning on C in the left hand and E in the right hand, prepare your pincers with your thumbs on C and E. Pincers 3 and 3 and 3. That's a useful point to spot that you are correct. You have got F sharp and A sharp. Pincers 3 and 3, pincers 3 and 3 and 3. That's the same point, F sharp and A sharp. Pincers 3 and 3, and landing on C and E. 2 octaves apart from where we started, working backwards. 3 1 3, 2 1, there's your pincers, 2 1 not 1 2, 3 and 3 and 3, pincers 3 and 3, pincers 3 and 3 and 3, pincers. Avoid the temptation to carry on 2 more notes, as I'm doing here, and you'll see the relationship between this new scale and the scale of starting with D. Once more. And finally, the chromatic contrary motion scale, beginning with F sharp in the left hand and A sharp in the right hand, a third apart, as written over 1 octave and played over 2 octaves. To play the contrary motion chromatic scale beginning a major third apart on F sharp and A, start with the 3s on F sharp and A, pincers going outwards, 3 and 3, pincers, 3 and 3 and 3, pincers, 3 and 3, pincers, 3 and 3 and 3, and back in, and 3 and 3, pincers, 3 and 3, pincers, 3 and 3 and 3, pincers, 3 and 3, pincers, 3, and again. Congratulations, you've covered all the symmetrical contrary motion chromatic scales. In lesson 4, we will cover how to play hands together similar motion chromatic scales. See you there.